Hi there, welcome back to Let's Play. This is card number 35 in the series. Today we're going to do a quick and easy card, but it's really fun and funky. So you need to pull out all your bright and colourful acrylic paints and let's get started. Alright, so on the card we're going to use any playing card. You're not going to see the number again, so it doesn't really matter which card you use. And what I have done is, you'll check my clip art. I have literally just found these little images on Pinterest. This is by a lady called Rachel. I've just copied it and photocopied it and or printed it, sorry, and put it onto my little card. There are lots of different images that you can use, obviously. So if you go through your paper stash, you might have a paper with small elements that you can cut out. Or if you buy, if you're a fan of art by Marlene, she has got the most incredible packs of paper with all the beautiful cutouts that you can use, and they are bright and funky and they work wonderfully. I didn't have any of those, so I just used a small little image from clip art, which I printed, and it works just as well. And then I made myself a little quote as well. All right, so let's get started. First thing we're going to do, as I said, is we're going to start with a blank card. Today we are going to paint. I want to introduce you to these amazing paints from Deco Art. It's the Americana range, and this is the Crafters acrylic. These colors, besides the colors that are so awesome, there's a lot of different colors in the range, and you can ask your local scrapbook shop to get them for you. K-Craft is a supplier of them in the country. These paints are actually phenomenal, purely because they come in a small bottle. They have a nice little lid, so they don't really dry out, which is fantastic. And you can just squeeze out what you need. I know most paint tubs, you end up squeezing out so much, or pouring out so much, you waste a lot of paint. These ones, you just use what you need, and they are really, really thick, so it gives you a really good coverage. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to start by making a big mess on our card. So starting with a color, you are going to literally just tap some color onto your card, and using your finger, we're going to get nice and messy today. You'll see how beautiful that covers. You don't even see what's underneath. Don't go too thick, because we are going to heat set this quickly. And if you go too thick, then everything bubbles. All right. If you want to keep a corner open, please, by all means, go ahead and you can have your numbers sticking out. All right, that's layer number one. I'm just going to use that to clean my finger. Layer number two, I'm going to go with a little bit of orange. And I'm also just lightly, you do not need a lot. Okay, there's my orange. And I am going to just add some color again. And just a little bit that side. All right, so we're having lots of fun just making a big mess. All right, now I'm going to move on to my blue. This is a turquoise color. And again, I am just going to apply one dot of paint and cover whatever I can. Don't stress if there are pieces sticking out. We're still going to cover all of this again. All right, and there is your work of art done. I'm sure you're all wondering, what on earth am I going to do with this mess? Okay, so we are going to do a little bit of heat setting. As usual, I'm sorry you have to watch me while paint dries. And there we go. All right. So if you make it too thick, you'll see that your paint will start bubbling. Don't worry about it too much, but just make sure that everything is dry. So dry it, put it aside for a few minutes to cool down, and then dry it again if you can. You'll check over there now. Can you see? Hold on. Okay, if my thing will get into focus. Just move the card. Do not burn your fingers. Alright, so there you'll see how the paint bubbles, because it's a little bit too thick of a layer. You want to just make sure that all the paint underneath that is dry. So move your heat gun away a little bit and just try and make sure that everything is dry that you have just painted. Alright, touch it all, and it is dry. Quite hot, but it is dry. Alright, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can give it another coat and add a few more colors if you want to. This is what I'm going to work with today. All right, so once you have done that, you are then going to take black ink. I've just used Versamagic Midnight Black. Any black ink, or even if you've got black gesso, but then use one of these blending tools to apply your gesso so that you get a nice thick layer. This is a brand new ink, so it is quite dark. If your ink is not dark enough, it won't show up so well. And then find a stencil in your stash. This is a Penelope D stencil that I'm using today. Try and get one that's got nice biggish patterns so that you can actually see your color from underneath. Otherwise, you're going to hide everything. And you still, at the end of the day, if you have a look here, you do want to see those beautiful colors popping out underneath the black. So go through your stash and see what works. All right, I'm going to apply this. And then what I'm going to do is go over it very hard with my blending tool, just to make sure that I get through the stencil and not just the top layer of the stencil. I actually want to get into all the holes and make sure that everything is covered. Try not to let your stencil move, otherwise you're going to make a mess of your card. Now, this technique is actually really cute if you put this on a layout. You can put this on a card, Bible journal layout. It doesn't just have to be for what we're doing today. And voila, check how awesome that looks. So this technique was taught to us by Kim Gazer at the Teachers and Retailers event, which we had this last weekend. We just love Kim. She teaches so sweetly. She is just the most awesome person. And everybody's card came out so awesome. It was also unique. So I just thought I would share it with you girls. All right. So now that we've done that, I'm just going to ink around the edges because I don't like having that white edge on the edge. And your ink is already on your brush. Okay, there we go. Background done. Then literally all I have done on top of that was I have, as I said, I printed out, just to show you, I printed out some elements and I have fussy cut them. I wasn't going to waste time to show you girls how to fussy cut. I'm sure you all know. And you are going to apply that. Sorry, while I run and get my foam tape. Sorry, girls. You are going to add one element raised. It does just give your little card a little bit of dimension. And okay, so I'm going to just raise her. There are thousands of images on Pinterest. If I can get this off here. Sorry. I have been sharing lots of clip art images over the last few weeks. So go through those and see, gee whiz, okay. See which ones you can find. As I said, this is by a lady called Rachel. It is a watercolor image. And I'm going to add this one to the top corner. And here I've used the quote, everyone is an artist. And I'm just going to take a black pen. I like giving it a nice little outline. Everybody always says I outline all my stuff, but it's actually quite cute. And I roughly go. You don't have to be perfect. As it says, everyone is an artist. You do not have to be a perfectionist above that. I have yet to meet a perfectionist artist. And that is it. I'm just going to stick that with Tombow. And then I fussy cut out these little coffee cups from the other sheets. And I'm just going to add that. And that. And there we go. My card is done. You can obviously add extra stuff if you want to. You can go and add some bling. You can add flowers. I just wanted to show you this gorgeous technique with the neon paints. So remember, speak to your local shop about the Deco Art, the new Americana range. They are really phenomenal paints, not just to use for your little card, but just in your day-to-day to cover your chipboards and to do whatever with. They really are phenomenal. And yes, thank you, Kim, for teaching us this amazing technique, and I hope you girls all enjoy it. Please remember, do not post your card under this video. Post it on the Scrap and Sell Facebook page under the correct Let's Play number 35 card challenge. I hope you've enjoyed it this week, girls, and please have fun. And I can't wait to see what you guys all do. Have a good week. Thank you. Bye.